Lots to talk about in the news. Let's get right into it. Now, as you know, there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not former Vice President Joe Biden will declare himself a candidate for presidency. Well, during a speech at a fundraiser this weekend, Biden seemed to accidentally reveal that he does, in fact, intend to run. Take a look.
I have the most progressive record of anybody running for the United States, if anybody who would run. I didn't mean it.
So when Biden finally makes his formal announcement, just everyone be sure to act surprised. Biden blew his big secret even worse. A few minutes later, he introduced Bruce Wayne as my good friend Batman. Shortly after that, Donald Trump weighed in on Twitter because, of course he did. He wrote, Joe Biden got tongue-tied over the weekend when he was unable to properly deliver a very simple line about his decision to run for president. Get used to it, another low IQ individual. Another low IQ individual. It's almost like the president is desperate to prove he's not the only one out there. Hang on. Donald Trump is criticizing Joe Biden for being unable to properly deliver a very simple line. Have we all forgotten that time when Trump tried to say Venezuela?
Venezuela's, they are risking their lives, and Venezuela's.
Moving on, we wanted to tell you about this. The sheriff's office in Broward County, Florida, recently announced their newest deputy, former basketball star Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, he's going to be there. So I don't know exactly what Shaq is going to be doing. I think we could rule out working undercover. But it's official. Shaq is now the long arm of the law, you know. And also the long legs, huge torso, enormous feet, giant hands. I don't know if Shaq's any good at solving crimes. He can definitely get your cat out of a tree, no problem. Here's an interesting story from China. A man robbed a woman at knife point who had just withdrawn money from the ATM, but then decided to return the money after he saw that her bank account balance was zero. Yeah. It's a truly heartwarming story. Other than the part where he robs a woman at knife point. He gave the money back. Basically, the robber was like, I don't do this for money. It's just a passion of mine. It's not... Here's a story from Germany. At the Berlin airport recently, a man attempted to smuggle 3 rare endangered tortoises into the country by putting them in a pastry box. Here's the actual box here. Now, it was uncomfortable for everyone, especially the baggage handler who had already eaten 2 of the tortoises. Not really, it's a joke. It's not... That's what we do. We take the story... We'll take the story and then try and come up with sort of a funny angle on it. I'll be honest, not always funny, but... Don't be too alarmed. He didn't eat the tortoises. Once the smuggler was caught, he dumped the box of tortoises and was like, guys, we've been busted, run! We've got it! Come on! And finally, here's a crazy story from Baltimore. A man recently robbed a convenience store using a fairly unusual disguise. He was dressed... You know, we'll just have the police spokesperson tell you about it. Have a look.
The details in the call noted that the suspect was dressed as a unicorn and had a crowbar as a weapon involved in the crime.
Here's the thing about unicorns. They will not only rob you, they don't give a how much money is left in your bank account. The unicorn... The unicorn apparently stole cash and cigarettes. So at least now we know what unicorns eat, you know? The unicorn escaped but was later caught, and luckily witnesses were able to pick him out of the police lineup.